All right, if you just hit 260, you don't know what the heck this is right here, this Hexa matrix, you need some help, I got you, don't worry. Also, if you just want a video to watch while you're farming or you need a refresher on the Hexa matrix, I got you with that too. We're just gonna get right into it. There's two sections to the Hexa matrix. There's one, the Hexa skills, two, the Hexa stat. Just to keep it real with you, the stats are a lot less useful than the skills and you're gonna focus on them a lot less. So we're gonna be going over that like in a more simplistic answer, just to not overwhelm anybody. So first we're gonna go over the skills. With your Hexa skills, you're gonna have this like tree branch of life thing going on. There's 4 different sections, right? The top left is gonna be the skill node. So basically this is your 6 job skills right now. The only thing we have is your origin. I know if you're under 260 like me, you heard origin like 8 million times and it's so much of a boost in damage and everything. This is it right here. This is your 6 job skills right now. It's just your origin. Top right, we have your mastery node. Basically, this enhances your 4th job and lower skills. So it's pretty similar to boost nodes, right? So these enhance your 4th job and lower skills, I believe. This is like the same thing. It's not 3 different skills. It's just 1 skill this time. And they obviously pick a skill that's very important to your class, right? So mine's Quintuple Star, which is my main attack. And mine is also Bats, which is like a main attack as well. That's what your mastery nodes are. On the bottom right, we have common nodes. So common nodes are basically like your blink, your decent holy symbol, all your decent skills, your rope lift. It's just every class gets the common nodes, right? So right now all we have is Sol Janus, which this is extremely useful for farming. Highly recommend it. But that's what the common nodes are. There are skills that every class will get. And finally on the bottom left, we have the boost nodes, which these just boost your 5th job skills. So the skills you got in your 5th job, these will boost them. Now that we've gone over the tree of life, tree of Hexa, that's what I'm going to call it actually. That's a good name. Wow, tree of Hexa. Anyways, there are 2 materials required. It's like 2.5 materials. We'll say 2.5 materials that you need to upgrade your Hexa stats, to upgrade your Hexa skills. There's 2 materials that you need. 1, we have Sol Erda. 2, we have Sol Erda fragments. These are, people refer to them fragments, frags, fraggies, and there's Erda. That's what I'm going to call these. So if you hear any of those, that's what they each mean. The first thing, little tip here, you can click this and it'll open up a little menu so that when you're farming, you can just have this wherever you want. You can track how much Erda and frags you're getting. Also, 20 Erda is the max that you can get. I don't think there's a max in terms of frags. I've never seen it, but 20 Erda is the max. Erda and frags are the materials you're going to need. So first we'll start with Erda and how you get it. So the first way that you get it is if you are farming in Grandis, which is the 260 plus area, like this right here, anywhere in here. If you're farming in here, you will get Erda energy, which is the 2.5 we were talking about. So Erda energy right here, it says that 0 out of 1,000. Every time you get 1,000 Erda energy, you will get 1 Erda. So to get Erda energy, you can farm. The higher your drop rate, the more you'll get. So drop rate, this is why drop rate is so important after 260. You also get more frags. Also from killing bosses. So if you kill bosses from Hard, Lotus, and Damien up, you will get Erda energy from killing those bosses. So again, every time you get 1,000, you get 1 Erda. So these are the ways that you're going to get Erda. You can do High Mountain. So once you hit 260, you have this quest. It's not a quest, but it's like an activity you can do from Salazar. It's called the Epic Dungeon. If you do this, it's like 10 stages. After this, you get some Erda. I think you get like 3 Erda. You also get fragments from that too. It's like 30 or 40 fragments or something. But that's another way. It's called High Mountain. You can do it once a week. And then as well, you have a quest in here that'll pop up in your daily quest for Grandis. You have to kill 3k mobs in Grandis every day, and you will get Erda and fragments. So you get these Erda energies from the quest, and you get like 10 to 12 fragments, I believe. But you'll get frags, and you'll get Erda energy, which you can use to turn into Erda. Each one of these gives you 200. So obviously you need like 5. They last a while as well. So like, for example, you see that I'm maxed. You can still do the quest. And like these ones I get until 9/17. I think I did this yesterday, which it would have been 9/9 and it lasts until 9/17. So it's like 8 days that I get it for. So I'm definitely going to do another upgrade by 8 days. So I'll be able to use that anyways. But those are the main ways you get Erda. Again, it's farming in Grandis, bossing, Hard Lotus and Hard Damien higher will give you Erda. And then High Mountain, and then daily 3-kill mob quest. Oh, one I forgot to mention, events. They will always give you Erda in events. They will never give you fragments. Erda, look at all this. You get like 10 Erda for this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you get 10 Erda in here. Okay, so Sol Erda fragments you get from High Mountain. You'll get like 30 to 40, something like that. I'll pop it up on screen. You get the 3k kill quest in Grandis, you'll get, I think, probably anywhere from 10 to 15 in that. I'll pop that up on screen as well. And then farming in Grandis is going to be your main way. When you're just sitting there farming, it'll just pop up, which is why getting drop gear is so important after 260, because basically with farming, you can just increase your damage. Like farming will get you fragments. Fragments will increase all this, which will increase your damage. So like farming literally just makes you stronger to get really high drop rate. I'll just show what I do real quick for drop rate. So I am max drop rate. I'm at 200. If I have a spirit pendant on, I'm at 180. I have the 15% on my legendary ability. Using decent holy symbol, which you should have maxed by 260. It gives you another 24%, so I'm at 219. I have a large drop fam. I don't have any gauge right now, but I have a large drop fam that would make me 319. I have a wealth acquisition potion that gets me to, I'd be at 319. It gets me an extra 20, so it'd be 339. And then if I pop once your legion's high enough, you can start spending legion coins, because it takes me a while to upgrade. So like I can start spending my legion coins. When I'm farming, I grab a legion's luck and a legion's wealth. This gives you more meso. This gives you more drop rate. This will increase it to 50. So I'll be at 389 drop rate while I'm farming, which is really good, because that means I'm gonna get way more frags way faster. So drop rate's super important. But that's how you get frags. I would also highly recommend go to your class Discord for anything 6 drop, Hexa Matrix, whatever it is. Because, for example, here you might wonder, like, what am I supposed to upgrade? Like, in what order am I supposed to upgrade my Hexa Matrix, right? This is going to tell you this right here. So I'm a Nightwalker, so I'm in the Nightwalker one. This tells me the exact order I should do my upgrades for my Hexa skills. Also, it might have something like this. So I have this 6 job spreadsheet, which is extremely helpful. This is going to be like the main thing you use once you're after 260. So this, for example, I put it to all the levels that I have my stuff at, and it'll tell me what the next thing I should use, or the next thing I should upgrade. So I should upgrade Silence, which is my origin, to level 6. It'll tell me how much final damage I gain, how many fragments it costs, how much Erda it costs. It's super helpful, right? So like if I wanted to, for example, even let's say I had Janus at level 0. Let's put this to 5. Let's say I had Janus at 0 and I wanted to max Janus. It tells me I need 208 Erda and 6,268 fragments. So like it'll tell me everything that I need. But it's super useful. So this is just the first page. The second page, this tells me the order to upgrade the stuff. So like whichever one's in this little checkbox that's green, it'll tell me the order. So like next for me is Silence. Once I'm done, I just check it off and then I just keep going. This is the main thing I use it for, these 2 first pages. There's also a Hexa stat calculator, which I haven't really used. This also super useful. I'm going to just make sure it shows full screen. You could pause this if you want. This tells you how much it costs for each upgrade for your mastery nodes, your boost nodes, your skill nodes, and your common nodes. For all of the trees of Hexa that I showed, it has the upgrades for all of that and how much it costs. Final one is also, it's like the damage numbers for my class and like the increases per level. It also has the Janus one, which I can show you guys because you guys aren't all Nightwalkers, obviously, but it'll show how much Janus increases per level. Obviously, at level 30, you have 100% EXP, which is really nice. So this is super useful as well. But yeah, I would check and see if your class Discord has one of these, as well as just the leveling priority, like how you should level it up. And it'll have Hexa stats as well, which we're going to get into next, I believe. Yeah, now we're on Hexa stats. Just remember, check your class Discord for all this stuff. It'll be super useful. Now we're going to go over Hexa stats, which Hexa stats are a lot less important than Hexa skills. And most of your time and resources are going to be spent on the Hexa skills. So I'm going to give you a basic understanding of how the Hexa stat works. We're not going to go super in depth on this at all. Number 1, you're going to have to activate a node which costs 5 Erda and 10 fragments. So like this stat node 1, this one's already activated. You will not have one. So you'll have to click activate, probably down here. Costs you 5 Erda, 10 frags, which isn't too bad to be honest, especially if you get Erda super fast from events. After you activate the node, what you do is you'll pick 3 stats. So the options for stats are crit damage, boss damage, IED, damage, attack, main stat. If you're like, oh, I don't know what stats to pick. Again, class Discord's going to tell you exactly what you want to know. So, for example, when should I start investing in Hexa stats? What is a good Hexa stat? When should I reset it? Never. It's too expensive. What option should I pick? Attack, stat, crit damage. For me, what is mine? Attack power, luck, crit damage. So that's attack, stat, crit damage, right? Class Discord, your best friend. But those are you have 6 options. Just look at your class Discord for which ones to pick. Your main stat will always be the highest value, and it has a 35% chance to enhance in the beginning. And in addition, the additional stats Down here, these two have a 32.5% chance to enhance in the beginning. So once you've chosen your 3 stats, so let's say you chose attack power, stat, and then crit damage like I did, you can enhance it, and that's how you level it up. So once you enhance, so let's say I clicked enhance, and I have an example, so I'll pop it up on screen, but I click enhance and it'll pick a random one out of these 3. Once it picks that random one, I can enhance it again. I can just keep doing that until I get to the 20, right? So basically how this works is you pick 3 stats, you click enhance, it'll randomly pick one and it'll give you more of that stat. That's about all. You can, once you hit level 20 or rank 20, you can save it, so you can have like 2 presets for it if you want like a bossing and a mobbing preset. You can also reset it at rank 10. Again, my Discord said never reset it until after you're completely maxed out on Hexa skills, so I'm not going to reset that until that point, just because it costs a lot of resources to do that. But that's about it. In summary, all you have to do, you pick 3 stats, you enhance them, and it'll randomly distribute the enhancement level to one of the stats, and then you keep going until you're 20, and then you just settle on whatever you got. And that's about it. It's not super complicated. It doesn't have to be super complicated if you don't make it super complicated. But overall, Hexa skills are more important, so I'd highly suggest focus on those and then look at your class discords for everything that you need.